Hey yo, what is up everybody? Trail here from Trail Plays Reborn, and welcome to another LOA, a build video. Today we are doing, honestly a small town. I've come to learn that working on the main villages, like Wolf Pine and stuff, at the very start, don't work. So, I don't know if you knew this. We've actually started building a new iteration, this one on an actual, mapped out world. Thank you, World Painter. I'm also using the mod Axiom. Oh my god. Who'd have thunk that that was an actually good mod? And, yeah. I'll be popping in, giving some lore for LOA from chapter, I think, 2 of the Tome of the Sanctum. But for now, enjoy the music, because we actually have good audio again. Everyone, welcome to the reading of the Tome of the Sanctum. I am your professor, Professor Arian Windisdale. Chapter 2, The Mortals and 5 Great Warlocks. Amerua realized that she had made a mistake when creating the 2 original species. They were too balanced. See, all creatures have a specific aurum which they are closest to. Dwarves are a dark aurum species, for example, while elves are a light aurum species. Deities are purely aurum. Amerua is a being of pure light aurum, meanwhile, Drafkus pure dark aurum. While sub-aurums exist, it's not possible for deities to have such. Dragonia and Serpentara were balanced almost perfectly in light and dark aurum. The only other creatures able for this to occur in were angels, demons, and judges. Dragonia having a slightly more light than dark Aurum, and vice versa. And with this realization, Amerua created 3 humanoid species. Humanity with a near-perfect dark Aurum, elves with an Aurum of mostly light, and dwarves with a strong connection to dark Aurum. Why we are convinced that humanity has a almost purely dark Aurum is due to the way they act. Have you seen what they can do? They claim it's because of their indomitable spirit. I claim they have divine intervention. I rest my case. The first humans were Nazaria, Vilandara, Sinfayet, and Paralia. The first elves were Nafrit, Valunda, Aver, and Palayolinda. The first dwarves were Erguil, Kurila, Diomono, and Ruvian. 4 of each species, each weaker than the original 2 species, but all given more stability in Aurum and survival instincts. The world flourished with new species, and the gods watched and thought, and a thought came to them as they viewed an experiment of sorts. Each would grant one creature of each species a book that allowed them to use their Aurum in a physical form, creating 5 new forms of magic. Creation magic was created by Sinfayet. His creation was able to form simple constructs and food. Plague magic, a very early form of destruction magic made by Diomono. Diomono was a warrior from the beginning, and his Aurum was perfect for destruction magic, but he hated nature, and frankly all living things. Thus, when he got his ability to channel Aurum into magic, he created a plague that would scourge crops and his fellow original mortals. Balanced magic was created by Paralia, meant to stop the plague of Diomono. She combines principles of plague and creation magic schools and formed a more refined balance between them. The first form of healing magic, while rudimentary, stopped a plague that could have very well ended our realm as we know it. But that brings us to the final 2 principles of magic. Life magic was developed by Volunda. It was made as a far better form of the healing properties within balanced magic. She could transfer her own Aurum into others, allowing for more potent forms of healing upon other creatures. And the writer of this book, class, admits their name is Nazariel. They are the creator of the final principle of mortal magic, decay magic, also known as budding magic. This entire journal is a first-person account of what went into developing it, and the stories that come afterward. He was happy having Paralia and Sinfiat support him before all of it. But then one day, approached by a strange man, he was given an offer. The man looked like death itself warmed over. He was given the chance to create a new principle of magic. All he had to do was go into servitude to him. Nazariel was torn between the pursuit of knowledge and the contentment he had within his own life. He thought on it for signing on the 6th day and making the worst mistake of his life. Life went on as the magics were developed. Nazariel created a home with Paralia and Sinfiat, but also partnered with Volunda. As the original 8 mortals... 8. That must be a printing error. There were 12 original mortals. As the original 12 mortals had begun building homes for themselves, they had families, grew and changed, but as the decades passed, the 5 original warlocks didn't die. They grew and changed, sure, but they grew distant from one another, all happy to carve out parts of the realm for themselves, and establishing the first ever mortal civilizations of the realm, known only now as the Mortal Provinces. The province of Decay, known to be where all the terminally ill were sent for a peaceful death, under one of their protectors. The province of Balance was combined with the province of Decay, as their leaders were intertwined through their love for one another. Life Province was an ally to the Creation Province, and an enemy to the Decay and Destruction Provinces. Okay, I apologize, class, as I made a mistake when saying that Volunda was the one who was their ally. It was in fact Paralia. That's correct. I apologize. The mortals, the beings, specifically humans and elves, began to live more nomadically, never staying in the same place for more than a few days and hunting food. The nights were cold, and due to this, these nomads began to worship the sun, forming the first belief-made god, the god of the sun, Zura. Zura is a word meaning the beacon of warmth in Elvish tongues. Though a subspecies of elves called dark elves worship the moon, allowing for another belief-made god. This name, in the human tongue, Eileen, meaning the Lady of the White Glow. And while a few more gods were formed, we will only bring up one. Zura and Eileen in legend were known to be lovers, and once Zura pushed the sun across the sky, he would dance with Eileen, but he heard the mortals cry from cold, and realizing that without his help the mortals would likely freeze, he took a piece of the sun and ran to the mortal plane, bringing the mortals fire, and with that a new god was formed from the pure awe of flames. Fusus, which in human tongue means the man with eyes of sunlight. And with that, everybody, I do hope you guys enjoyed this new video. I am so sorry. Again, this is the first time recently that I've remembered how to do audio mixing like this. So if it sounds bad, I'm sorry. Also, you like the shaders? I decided to actually, raise the quality up a bit instead of, being bad. I don't know, man. I'm doing my best here. Anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy. I really enjoy making these videos. I really enjoy talking about lore of LOA, and, if I keep this up, A, weekly uploads are going to be happening, and B, LOA actually might be done in a reasonable amount of time. Also, I've decided to make it to where LOA will actually be going through every region on the Ameruan continent, meaning, between seasons, you'll get more of these videos. Yippee! Meaning it's gonna be multiple years between seasons. What is this, solo leveling? No, it's Naruto. Okay, I can't compare myself to those fucking masterpieces. Well, solo leveling's kind of mid, but whatever. Anyways, I do hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I will see you all in the next video. I love you all. Peace.